Hello and welcome to Camp Xbox. Today I'll be delving into Amped Freestyle Snowboarding, an early Xbox release that hit the shelves just 5 days after the console's launch on November 20th, 2001. Developed by Indie Built and published by Microsoft Game Studios, Amped is an exclusive snowboarding game that emerged during the peak of extreme sports game craze in the late 90s and early 2000s, alongside popular titles like the Tony Hawk series. This game marked Microsoft's entry into the extreme sports genre and garnered favorable reviews. Personally, I have fond memories of playing Amped in the demo section of multiple Xbox games, and my enthusiasm for it led me to grab a loose copy from GameStop, and I played it so much. While I consider Amped an Xbox classic, it's been years since I revisited it. With winter upon us, it's the perfect time to hit the virtual slopes and see if Amped lives up to the nostalgia. So let's go ahead and jump straight into Amped. Amped had a unique conception. It wasn't initially intended to be a snowboard racing video game. Unlike its contemporary SSX, this snowboarding title aimed to focus more on freestyle snowboarding. Drawing comparisons to the Tony Hawk series, it adopted a less arcadey feel, positioning itself between arcade style, high score challenges, and a more simulation-oriented approach. An indie-built developer in an interview with IGN highlighted the big void waiting to be filled for a freestyle-focused snowboarding game, emphasizing the desire to provide players with the freedom to shape their snowboarding experiences. The game's development for the original Xbox was made possible by the console's built-in hard drive. According to IndieBuilt, this hard drive enabled them to render complete mountain ranges with all elements available, allowing players the freedom to approach slopes in various ways. This innovative use of technology also pushed the graphical capabilities of the Xbox, generating a lot of excitement at gaming trade shows. However, the game faced a setback when Microsoft showcased in-game screenshots that were later revealed to be doctored, which in an interview a Microsoft representative called it Screengate 2001. Despite this though, the hype surrounding the game remained strong, and upon its release in November 2001, Xbox gamers experienced what a snowboarding game on the console could visually achieve. In Amped single-player mode, you have the opportunity to create your own aspiring athlete superstar. You can customize their base stats, choose their gear affecting those stats, and select their clothing. Starting at the bottom tier of athlete fame, you embark on a journey to various mountains and ski resorts to elevate your popularity. As your fame grows, you unlock more gear and new locations for snowboarding. This straightforward yet effective goal structure is presented with a punk-edge series of collage photo cutout style cutscenes. Each mountain course is filled with jumps, grind rails, and obstacles for you to either shred or navigate around. When selecting a mountain course, you start at the top, with the entire range unfolding ahead of you. Notably, each mountain features multiple courses within it, allowing for easy transitions between them. The sandbox approach to snowboarding was a significant feature in 2001. The primary challenges for ranking up in popularity are high score and media challenges. High score challenges involve performing as many tricks as possible and earning points based on the difficulty of each trick. In media challenges, you perform tricks in front of someone with a camera at specific points of interest, such as rails and ramps. Additionally, scattered snowmen inspire exploration because you have to destroy them, and that way you rank up as well. The gameplay experience is crucial, and in Amped it feels remarkably smooth even by today's standards. Maneuvering your snowboard back and forth in the snow flows seamlessly. Unlike Tony Hawk, there's no need to push or hold down the A button to move. Your speed stat determines how fast you'll go downhill. The controls, involving a combination of triggers and other face buttons, allow for a wide range of moves, and grinding rails with B adds another layer to it all. Jumping off huge ramps provides a significant source of enjoyment for myself, with flipping and spinning feeling excellent. Landing is challenging though, and it requires you to transition back to snowboarding smoothly. This balance offers a fun arcade hit while maintaining a simulation feeling. The design of the mountains and obstacles is commendable. The landscapes aren't cluttered with too many elements, providing smooth transitions between your stunts. The game captures the essence of extreme sports, offering a great feeling that makes it perfect for pick up and play sessions. However, collision issues are a notable drawback. Frequent collisions and getting stuck in objects can disrupt the momentum of a run, which is crucial in this challenging game. Overcoming these issues just requires some learning, and eventually you can avoid them, but their presence is a notable downside. Amped introduces two other challenging modes, Sponsor and Pro. In Sponsor challenges, you perform specific moves repeatedly to keep your sponsor from getting bored. The concept is engaging, and it forces players to diversify their move types. For me, these are the most difficult challenges to get through, but they really do teach you how to be a better player. The Pro mode involves following another pro player and attempting to outscore them on the same jumps or grinds. These short and engaging challenges are a unique way to play this game because you're following behind another player in a game that usually is about you being out there alone on the slopes. For people who really enjoy multiplayer, Amped offers a round-based experience rather than playing at the same time. Each player takes turns to achieve the perfect score or best trick score, and it provides an opportunity to showcase your skills in front of your friends as they watch. While split-screen multiplayer is absent, the slower-paced snowboarding gameplay aligns well with the round-based approach. There's also the King of the Hill mode, a variation of the Pro mode where you follow another player's line, and I think this is one of my favorite multiplayer modes in this game. Despite some collision issues, Amped delivers a highly entertaining gameplay package. The sandbox design of the mountains are unique for its time, and the use of the hard drive enhances the overall gameplay design. Amped showcases the graphical power of the Xbox, and it defies those pre-release images that were doctored because it looks even better than what those screenshots showed. The game achieves a crisp definition, and the player character stands out prominently with well-designed gear and snowboards. The graphical highlight lies in the mountains, where the ability to render the entire mountain results in great draw distances. The absence of significant fog or blur allows for a clear view ahead. It enables players to appreciate the intricate design of the trees, which are notably not flat, but well-designed 3D objects that players can interact with. The attention to detail extends beyond the terrain. The game features a vibrant world with people standing around, chairlifts moving above you, and ski lodges that you can jump over. This commitment to detail contributes to creating a defined physical world within the game, enhancing the simulation feeling. Even the representation of snow, often depicted as a flat white block in many games of the time, stands out in Amped. The snow has definition and is malleable, allowing your snowboard to carve right through it, leaving behind a distinct trail. This realistic portrayal of snow sets Amped apart, bringing it closer to reality compared to other games attempting snow in 2001. In the first year of the Xbox, Amped emerges as a strong contender for the title of the best-looking game on the console in 2001. The game serves as a testament to the graphical capabilities achievable with a Microsoft-published game, pushing the boundaries and establishing a new standard for visual excellence. Amped not only leverages Xbox's technology to push the boundaries of graphics, but also extends this innovation to audio. One standout feature and a personal favorite of mine is the inclusion of custom soundtracks. In the early days of playing this game, I used to immerse myself in the experience by playing my own music burned from CDs onto my Xbox. There's nothing quite like being able to enhance the sports experience by getting into the flow with your own music. Upon revisiting this game though, I found myself drawn to the in-game soundtrack, which boasts around 150 tracks. It serves as an absolute time capsule, offering a fantastic primer for the era of emo and punk music. The emo tracks featured in this game are amazing, and I thoroughly enjoyed the nostalgic experience of snowboarding down the hills while listening to them. For anyone playing this game, I highly recommend giving the actual in-game music a try and cranking up the volume for a blast from the past. Beyond the soundtrack, Amped excels in delivering an authentic auditory experience. The sounds of the wind rustling, crashes, and the boards gliding in the snow are meticulously crafted, and it contributes to the overall realism of the game world. While crashing in front of media may lead to some repetitive teasing and the same few lines, it only becomes a minor issue with time. The game offers an authentic sounding world coupled with custom soundtrack support, making it an impressive and enjoyable auditory package. Amped holds a special place in my heart as a childhood favorite, and I must say, it still stands the test of time fairly well. The snowboarding experience in this game is truly enjoyable, and it navigates the delicate balance between arcade-style tricks and a simulation-style setting. The sandbox feel adds an extra layer of entertainment, allowing you to craft your own perfect high-score run. From the music to the stunning graphics, Amped offers a complete package. However, it's essential to address that the collision issues that occasionally rear their head is a bit annoying. In a game where precision is crucial, these problems can be a bit disheartening. Despite this, I maintain that overall the game provides a fun experience. With some improvements, especially in addressing gameplay glitches and potentially adding more modes, Amped could evolve into an exceptional game, and this game does have sequels that I'd love to take a look at later. Nevertheless, as it stands, it remains a great game with a genuinely enjoyable design, and I believe anyone can have a good time with it. On my original Xbox ranking list, this is the 64th game I've covered on the channel, and Amped secures the 20th spot. I placed it above Tony Hawk 3 because I actually appreciate Amped's wealth of activities over Tony Hawk 3. But I do consider Brother in Arms' story to be more impactful, so that's why I went over it. Looking back at contemporary reviews, Amped received favorable scores, with many critics giving it 8s and 7s across the board. Official Xbox Magazine, for instance, awarded it a solid 8.4 out of 10. Despite noting issues with collisions like I had, they praised the game's freedom. They also critiqued that the game's structure was a little repetitive, and personally, I don't think that's a big issue for a sports title. Amped performed very well, and it earned a Platinum Hits release, and even spawned 2 sequels, which I'd love to cover at some point. However, it's worth noting that there is one negative lasting impact involving a lawsuit from the band Ink and Dagger, who claim that Microsoft used their music without their consent. This case was settled, and it's somewhat of a shady aspect that isn't widely discussed. Despite that legal issue though, Amped seems to have a positive consensus today, with people occasionally discussing it in my comments in a positive light. It appears to be a title worth revisiting for those who have fond memories of it. But that wraps it up for today. I hope you enjoyed the review. I was trying something new by adding more history, background, and lasting impact, and I hope that was enjoyable. Be sure to comment with any Amped or Xbox memories. Like if you enjoyed it, subscribe to keep up with the retro Xbox content. I want to give a special thank you to my YouTube channel members. Thank you so much for the support. And I'll see you here next time at Camp Xbox.